All right, welcome back. We're finally back to episode 28 of Shedding Your Skin. I've got my buddy Don D from Uptown Xotix here. He's already in here before I even do my intro, my spiel, because he's only got 30 minutes and now 29 minutes. So we really got to get this going. So I'll do my elevator pitch. Go support US ARC. I am a bronze member. Kaboom.
Yes,
and also,
yes. I was going to wear my US ARC shirt, but it's dirty.
Yeah. Also, I wore the shirt today because big thanks to Antoine for putting on those grappling events last night.
That was awesome.
He's done it before. Him and John Philly did it in Arlington a few years ago. But it was really cool, to see a bunch of guys, go sweat it out. For a good cause.
They were a little winded, though.
Yeah. So it was funny. Somehow last night, Don and I figured out that we were both former wrestlers. So, so that's kind of cool. By the way, if you didn't know, he wrestled at some point.
I did.
So,
I did.
That was a cool thing. Like, I didn't know that until, I sent you the picture of me smoking a cigar outside, and you're like, oh, yeah, in there from, when I wrestled.
Yeah.
Doing that. Ken, I'll take you on next season.
What's up, Ken?
Hey, Ken, thanks for tuning in. Ken's probably going to be on here after we're done here. But, it's always fun to see people get together over certain things, with wrestling or grappling or UFC, whatever. And then to put that in reptiles. It's really cool to see that and see people, hype each other up and, go do that. But it was fun last night. So, Don mentioned earlier that he picked up some new snakes from Triforce.
He did.
He did. Or you want to talk about how, you've gotten into this hobby specifically?
I mean, we can mix it up and do it. I can talk about them and show the snakes at the same time. Talk about the hobby.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do that. Kill two birds.
Normally, I would be like, give your elevator pitch. Where you're from, how long you've been, that sort of thing. But I think everybody.
I mean, I can throw that out. They know me, but not everybody knows exactly where I'm from or the whole spiel. And there could be people. Hey, that's me. There could be people that follow you that don't know me. So it can't hurt to give the spiel. You already know. If you don't, you're going to find out. I am Don D with Uptown Xotix. I literally got into ball pythons a year ago, about a year and a half ago. It wasn't a plan of mine. I really had no idea that I wanted snakes until about a year and a half ago. My best friend got some snakes, and I was hanging out with them and seeing the snakes. I'm like, what, that's pretty cool. So I just figured, hey, let's get a snake. What could it hurt? Yes, they do have some good stuff. That's where most of my collections come from. So I can talk to you because I got you in my ear. I'll get my first one out.
John and Christine have some nice stuff. I've had the privilege of meeting them a couple times at various barbecues or when they're vending.
So I told them, I said, let's just start me off with a normal, since I didn't know much about snakes, haven't handled a snake since I worked at a pet store in high school. I didn't know if I would want to do it or, how I would feel about it. So I'm like, let's do a normal. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on a snake. So,
everybody's got their first normal, right? And it's usually named Lucille Ball. There's some name that's like that. If it's male, Ricardo Montal.
Right.
I try to come up with funny names when I do.
Yeah, I think I know somebody that has some ball pythons named Ricky and Lucy. No, they might be retics. I don't know. There's a Ricky and Lucy out there somewhere. But this is my guy. This is Paisley that I got from John and Christine. And as we're taking pictures and videos of him and everything as he's growing. And John's looking at him, and he's like, "That's not a normal. That's a lace."
Nice. I mean, that's like a really good thing to have come up. And I've talked to John.
Hey, Brandon.
And he's got there's probably a few other genes in there that we missed. It's always a good thing. Not that he missed it, but you're getting something from them, and it's a plus, right? Normal plus, and now
right.
I mean, I can see the doilies, and
it's in there. So once I learned about that, I'm like looking up lace ball pythons and what I can make, and he's a lace head clown. So the second girl that I bought, I got from Nathan, Infinite Impossible Pythons, is a fire head clown. So
nice.
Plan is to put them together and hope for some fire lace clowns. It might take me a couple years to get some fire lace clowns, but that's my hope.
Yeah, I mean that's nice. I mean to get into it,
cool shit.
The hobby, and then to find like a lace that just you bought as a normal. I mean that's awesome. And that's a hot gene right now.
John will get it. Oh, it is, and I'm hopefully going to make it hotter. and John will get
a super form, and I mean they look nice. I've seen Phil from Finger Snakes, another PA guy. He's produced some lace stuff this year. That's just chef's
his are awesome. Yeah, he's actually. I grew up in Pottstown. He's in Gilbertsville, which is right outside of Pottstown.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where Phil is now, currently. So, you went from the suburbs to the city.
Not really city. I'm in Norristown. It's a bigger. It's the county seat, but it's no different than being in Pottstown.
Yeah, we go.
No
we'll go catfishing off that boat launch down there in Norristown, and then we wind up at the Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll put in like overnight, chill on the boat, and then when we pull out, we go to the Cracker Barrel. That's like our thing. Us hillbillies. But there's big flatheads.
That's pretty awesome. There you go.
Yeah. So what other animals do you have right now?
I'm going to put them away. I can hear you.
As far as your breeding plans are going, like you mentioned earlier, you're really new as far as getting into it. And I know you talked to me about ultramel stuff, things like that. So I mean, where are you looking to sort of like go? And I apologize to everybody else. We have to kind of do this like fast, so we get like the full on Don D experience in 30 minutes before you sleep.
Can you get the full Don D experience though?
I don't know, but we're gonna try.
I mean, I don't know if you can get it in 30 minutes, but yeah, we'll try. So you said ultramel. So this is one of the babies that I just got today. She is Super Orange Dream, which is one of my favorites.
Ooh.
Het Ultramel, possible het for Cryptic. So I saw her on their morph market, and I'm going back and forth. Do I want her? Do I not? What do I want to do? And talking to John about her.
Super OD is nice. I think he brought a sibling to Nathan's, if I'm not mistaken. He had something of a similar genetic combo. Super OD.
Yeah.
And
probably her brother. Nice. Yeah, look at that belly. That's just.
And if you know Nathan, he's getting into he is in the Bang Project.
Yes, I do know that.
I'm guessing that's where that animal will be used. But yeah, I mean, I love
definitely want to get
the pattern.
Go ahead. Yeah, she has a really cool pattern, really awesome pattern. And wait, one of them might be yellow belly. I don't know. No, I think it's the other one I got today. Might be yellow belly. No, she might have yellow belly. I don't know.
Well, you got it from
I don't
John,
know.
so it's probably all those
Yeah,
names plus some other stuff that
that we'll find out later.
Yeah, and it's always a good thing when you find that out later. What's up, Phil? Your ears must have been ringing because I was just talking
Hey,
about
Phil.
you and the ladies.
But I would definitely want to get into the Krypton with her, find out if she's cryptic, do some Krypton, or even some cryptics at some point down the road.
Yeah, I have
But
the opportunity to hit. It's like a Kiki clown, but it's with Krypton instead of clown, which is
okay,
unfortunate. But it also is nice, because then I'll be able to prove a
right,
girl out from that cryptic. But it's just not that snake I wanted to hit. But if she's a triple het and they're both triple hets, that's awesome. I'll
hey,
take my
that works.
odds at 1 in 128 or whatever the heck it is of hitting a triple visual something.
Yeah, that would be awesome if you hit that. That's my super, and I have two other Orange Dream Girls. I've wanted a super, so that's another reason why I jumped on her. That way I didn't have
Yeah,
to.
I mean, getting into any project, having a super or an actual super where you can be one or the other. If you have like a highway, it's going to be gravel or yellow belly, or a blue-eyed leucistic, it's going to be one or the other type of thing.
Right.
So you always kind of know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but I like being surprised too.
I like a surprise. Surprises are good, but I like to be able to plan a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, okay, I have
Put
this
her away.
pairing. I know it has to be XYZ, right?
Right.
So when it comes to IDing stuff, as we get into the upper echelons of breeding these animals, So when it's like a super white lace het ultramel paired to a super OD ultramel, you know what it has to be. So I mean, and that's where I find myself going.
And then I got, come on, this little one. I don't know if you saw the auction that they did with Jeremy a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I was there. I was probably talking crap on Danny or Chris from Balls Deep, but I was there. I think that was when the Cowboys were beating up on like the Giants or something. So I was just
Yeah, that's right. So I got her that night. She's a banana het clown, possible orange dream. I mean, possible yellow belly. She's my first banana.
I still don't have any banana. I mean, I had banana, but unfortunately she died. But
Sorry.
like, I still don't have anything. Banana or anything that like normal. Albino complex, right? I just have ultramel stuff, like T positive.
Okay. Yeah, this is my first. Well, and the head ultramel. But yeah, I saw her at the Oak Show, and I didn't really pay too much attention to her then. I didn't pay a lot of attention until I saw her on Jeremy's on the auction, and I was like, you know what, let's get her. She's awesome. I want banana, so let's do it. And she's het clown. Everything I have is het clown. I think, other than it's not. It's not.
I mean, I have quite a few animals that'll be taken to Gettysburg that don't have heads, but either breeder size or some hatchlings I produce just to move them. And I would love to keep them, but I've got better ones growing up. I don't need a super pastel when I have a super pastel Enchi butter ghost. That's
True.
Will go this year. So somebody might be able to get a nice starter project from me. I'll have 3 breeder size females available, one that's proven, and a couple of other hatchlings that have complementary genes, just to get your feet wet.
Can you let go of my thumb? I got to put you away because Kent brought up breeder size girls, so I have to show the third snake that I got. And she's holding on. She's not letting go.
So all this stuff is what you've gotten today for the most part from John and Christine?
The Ultramel and the Banana I got from John and Christine today, yes. And then got another girl that I saw from them. I saw at Gettysburg. And been thinking about her, and decided to go ahead and jump on her.
Yeah, I feel like if you see the snake and you see it for the right price, you're like, it wasn't even a thought about it, right?
Yeah. And she was the right price. She's proven. She's huge.
Yeah.
I weighed her when she got here. She's 1745 grams.
Wow.
She's blackhead Mojave. So she's first time around is going to go to my blackhead mystic ghost.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that.
So what's cool about that? Mystic and Mojave are in the Bell complex, so you can hit a super blackhead all white snake. That's 100% het.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting. Hopefully you can get a black light to see the blackhead in there. That would be cool. I would make that snake.
Well, I'm gonna try to.
Because then everything, if you do hit the super blackhead version, then everything is going to be blackhead, mystic, Mojave,
right.
From the bells that you would produce.
Right.
So that's kind of cool, and obviously heck for ghosts. Yeah, that's nice.
She's huge. She is by far my largest snake now, and she is heavy. I pulled her out. I'm like, oh my God, there's a lot to you.
Yeah, I mean, as you continue to grow, you're gonna have some that are just like, how are you this big? I have a normal.
Well,
I swear she's over 2,000 grams. It has to be.
Yeah.
She's huge. There you go. So you'd be able to tell. Nice. Thanks, John or Christine. Also, that's
it should be the. It won't be per weight, so it should be good. And hi, John and Christine. How you doing? Your girl's doing good. She's big as hell. She's heavy.
Yeah, awesome. Definitely. Again, thanks for tuning in. I think this is the first time they've actually been on my channel.
Oh, cool.
It was nice.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like you've gotten, some combos that are going to work to make, nice snakes, which is better than, a lot of us that have just bought everything, under the sun. Oh, you need females. It doesn't matter what kind they are. Just get them. So, at least you're doing it with some intention.
I am now. I wasn't at first, but I mean, I once I realized that Paisley was het clown, everything, all of the girls that I got after were all het clown. So literally all of my females except for this girl are het clown, and the and the Super Orange Dream are all het clown. So hopefully we'll get some clowns. Yes, Mystic Ocean. I thought so.
Yeah. So you don't have
So
any?
purple.
Do you have any visual clowns?
I don't have any visual clowns, and I need to talk to John about that.
Shameless plug.
We briefly discussed it at Oaks last month or whenever Oaks was.
Yeah, I mean, I just picked up another. I picked up a GHI clown male hatchling from Kai because I didn't have. I have one male clown, so I needed, at least to have a backup. And I also got a gravel het clown from a girl, so I don't have to produce my own and can wait, grow her up, and then hopefully I'll have something like yellow belly clown or something. Try to hit
GHI Mojave is where I'd like to produce at some point.
Nice.
Might do it with her. I have two other Mojave girls, so
it's got that really nice hook on the back, the pattern on a GHI Mojave is just
crazy.
Really cool. I do like that, and I didn't have GHI, so I figured I'd get it in clown.
Nice,
because I have a Mojave hypo girl that has nobody to go to. So I mean, I can make a GHI Mojave double het from that, and hopefully I have some other stuff. But yeah.
Right. All right, let me put her away because my arm's getting tired.
Yeah, she's a big girl. Hopefully she goes for you this year.
I hope so. We'll see. John said that she may be ready in November or December, so we shall see. That means I have to get a incubator soon and a hatchling rack.
Oops. Sorry, I had to put on the phone because I got some people here that I have to make blue.
Make them blue. Make them blue.
Okay, I think that's everybody that's new.
Well, welcome all the new people. Thanks for tuning in. And make sure you follow me too.
And also, since this is short and quick, and all of Don's links are in the description to the video below. I don't have your Facebook. Perfect. I need to add that. But I do have your Instagram and YouTube.
Awesome. Thank you.
And you don't have a morph market yet. So
I have a morph market, but it's not for selling anything because I don't have anything to sell.
So I want to make sure I had everything. I have to go find your Facebook because I'm never on Facebook.
Well, that's all right. I don't really do a lot of snake stuff on Facebook right now because people started complaining about snakes and stuff, and I just didn't feel like hearing it, so I just stick with YouTube and Instagram.
All right. So, I mean, the best places to find
Bill.
you are going to be your Instagram and your YouTube. So that works.
Yes, they are.
So we are.
It works out well.
I want to ask more questions, but I feel like I want to make sure
you got 5 minutes.
You can get to your get your ride and get to your concert tonight and be okay.
Yeah.
And not hit traffic. I don't want to be.
I just have to change my clothes. It'll take me 2 minutes to do that. So
all right.
You got some time to ask me some questions.
All right. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? As far as this hobby goes.
Well, hopefully, definitely have a couple of clutches under my belt, and making some awesome snakes and making some awesome friends. I've made some cool friends so far in the last year or so.
And I feel like my dog who's sitting next to me is always my excuse for leaving, but I did get to meet Don at Wharfstock. 2023, albeit for 5 seconds when I was about to leave. he was
it was about 5 minutes. Yeah, if that long.
talking to Nicole, and I'm like, oh, I got a text. I got to leave. My dog is has a bladder problem. But yeah, I did get to meet him, and it's a great group of people in Pennsylvania. We'll have it.
Yes.
Gettysburg. Nice. Yeah, I think Phil will be there as well as a couple other people from our Pennsylvania, breeders group. So that should be fun. I'll have, like I said earlier, I'll have a couple snakes there. But yeah, it's a great group of people, and we actually hang out and do things other than shows.
Which is awesome.
Thank you.
I've learned that a lot within this community. People do a lot of things outside of just the new shows, which I think is pretty cool.
I mean, being at a show is one thing, and interacting with people there is, certainly fun. But when you go, to Jeremy's or Nathan's or Chris from BNS's to have like a barbecue and a party, and like you're not just talking snakes, not just talking shop, we get to know each other. It's been nice. I've added a lot of friends, in the past 2 years.
That's awesome.
Yep. All right.
Hey, so crew, come on, Phil.
we're in the last 3 minutes while I have Don. So what are your parting words to the chat? You got
parting words.
Yeah, words of wisdom, words of advice, whatever. You have the floor for, until you have to leave.
Just do what makes you happy. I actually had this conversation earlier today. A couple of people, talking about how, people will discount what they are breeding or don't like what they're breeding or don't like what their plans are, but it's not their journey. It's your journey. Breed what you want to breed what makes you happy. I like colors, so I'm going to get the bananas and the super orange dreams, and I like to see them bright, so I want to throw some lace in there. Hey, what's up, Jay Slithers? Just do what makes you happy. Breed what makes you happy. Breed for you. Don't breed for anybody else, because it's not their breeding. It's your breeding program. That's my words of wisdom.
All right. I know this was really, really quick, but Don got surprised earlier today with concert tickets for tonight.
I do apologize. I gotta go. It is my birthday month. For those that didn't see my video the other day, my birthday is.
It's a pretty cool.
Later this month on the 26th.
Blast tonight.
I will. I already know I will. That's not even a question.
But again, thank you so much for coming on, and even you probably could have left earlier and bailed, but you came here for 30 minutes. So I'm really happy that it worked out, and hopefully we'll have you back on again.
Yes,
maybe
definitely.
Watch or something like that, and we can do a more proper, longer, normal type show. But I am happy that you came here, and we made it work out today. But with that being said, everybody who's not following Don, his links are in the description. Please go follow him.
Thank you.
And normally, I feel like I have this thing to end the show, but I'm not. So we're gonna open up the panel to have some other people come on and just talk snakes and stuff like that. But it is 4:30, so that's when you said you wanted to get ready to go. And again, thank you.
Yes. I do have to go, and I do thank you for inviting me. I'm sorry I have to cut it short, but hit me up. I'll definitely come on again, and we can do it for an hour or longer next time.
All right. Thanks again. Enjoy your night tonight. Drive safe.
Thanks, Kent.
I'm actually going to be like 5 minutes away from me at the casino, so it's kind of
that's
funny.
Awesome.
We probably can run over there and do another half hour live.
Yeah, right. Do a half hour live, literally live, in person.
Yeah, enjoy your night tonight.
I will. Thanks, Kent. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good one.
Yep. Bye. Bye, everybody.
All right, now I have my other guy, that you usually see me on with. It's Ken from LMK, and we'll double dip. And I missed him a couple weeks ago. He had something to do, so.
What up? How's it going?
But if anybody else wants the link, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll send it over. Put me over there. All right. So we'll let it run for a little bit longer. See, some people want to come on and just shoot the shit. Yeah.
How's it going?
I don't know. Ohio State won.
Yeah, Ohio State.
By a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's Saturday, so I figure, stuff worked out with Don. I hope he has a blast tonight. Like I said earlier, he texted me this morning going, how long do you want me to be on? Because I got a surprise birthday present.
All right.
I don't know, Phil. Any topics? Genetic testing, whatever the heck Danny did last night, something like that. I don't know. I'll make fun of it. But yeah. So Ken, while I have you, how's your season going?
I mean, it's been a success. This is my first year, and as I was saying in a chat, like, I'm kind of like, wow. I bought a snake last November from John and Christine, and it was between 350 and 400. I can't remember the exact size, but she was set and ready to go. I mean, I fed her once a week. I mean, once she swelled up and I seen that, she was probably having eggs in her, she might have got a second one here and there, but that's the next clutch I'm cutting. That's clutch 3. So I've had 3 so far, and I got 5 females that look promising yet, but I don't know. I've been saying that for the last 3 months. They just need to give me more eggs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in season 2, and yeah, it's Tinley weekend. Yeah,
I feel weird all big up here. Why do you got me like big and you small? I feel weird.
I don't know, because that's how I'm used to doing this. But we can go back to the normal size.
Awesome. That's so much better.
Well, people want to see you.
Why would they want to see my ugly mug for?
Yeah, Phil. Hopefully, whatever you have come back is the right sexes. For what you want to hold back.
Phil's got some good stuff too.
Yeah.
That lace line he's got is just amazing.
Yeah, and we were talking about that earlier, and then Phil popped in right when I said, lace is up and coming.
Yeah, right. Anyone say lace? Phil's there.
Yeah, I feel like if I say Ultramel 3 times, Jackie might show up, but he's at Tinley, so he's probably not showing up. And, for me, when I do a show, when it's a big weekend for something that, there's a big show, I know a bunch of people are going to catch the replay. And right. It is what it is, but we've had, anywhere around 10 people just consistently being here. So that's nice. But you mentioned, it's your first year, 3 collections. That's great. I'm in year 2, and that's how many I've had total.
Wow.
And out of all of them, only 9 snakes, survived. I had an old clutch go bad and, lost another one, about half of it. So, I mean, that stinks. And it's like a kick in the pants. Wow. But
that sucks. I don't know. Must be doing something right, because I had 10 viable eggs out of the first 2 clutches. One was 3 from a smaller female. I mean, in my first year experience, I learned that breeding smaller snakes, they don't look as healthy as, say, at least a 1,200 gram, because that's where John and Christine's snake was when I started locking to it. It was right at 1,200 grams. And the Xotix that laid 3, she was like 1,000. She was and when
up, Ken's in the Matrix.
Man. Again, like there's no reason for my to be like oh and like that.
Ken, you in the Matrix, man. You're in the Matrix. We can't hear a damn thing you're saying. All right, I sent the link to the group Chizzy. I can't tell if is he frozen and stuck on my screen because he's still backstage with me. But yeah, I mean, that's certainly what I'm gonna do there, Phil. Keep on trucking on. Like the Grateful Dead song and another Grateful Dead reference there. He's gone. Hopefully he comes back. I send the link out to a group chat, so hopefully some other people come on. I want to make this a little bit worthwhile for me, at least time wise, to sort of get to an hour. I understand that Don had plans that came up, so I was hoping to have Ken still here. There he is. All right. Hey, you're back.
Right. Yeah, the whole thing just froze again, and like that's what we're trying to accomplish, by not happening. Is when I'm doing these podcasts, I don't get booted off, and it's still happening. So I get to call them back and complain further.
Yeah, and you host too, so I mean,
yeah.
Having connections, things like that is always good. That's why I'm always wired Ethernet. There we go. Elias, welcome. You missed Don.
What's up, Elias?
Unless you were here earlier, were you? I don't know. You're probably LARPing. But Elias, you want to come on? I sent a link to the FNA family chat, so it's there if you want to, pop on. Just shoot the shit for the next couple minutes. But yeah,
I was saying, good.
No, I was just going earlier to John and Christine's stuff where it's like, yeah, it could be XYZ, but this might be there too. And so not that they're missing the genes when they're IDing, it just snake grows up and it happens to be there. So I mean, what are your thoughts on selling animals that you might not know exactly what the hell they are?
With in doubt, leave it out. That's my view on it. With in doubt, leave it out. I don't want to sell someone something that basically they are trying to build their collection with. Say if I sell someone this pied that I have, that's a really nice looking pied, as a pastel yellow belly pied, and they really wanted that yellow belly, and I don't know if the yellow belly's there or not. It might be the nicest pastel pied anyone's ever made, because that thing's just awesome. So if I sell it as yellow belly and it's not, someone could be really pissed off. But if I sell it as pastel and someone gets yellow belly, I don't think they're going to complain. Yeah, so right. That's my rule of thumb. I mean, that's how I'm working off of. And my mentor, Chris Robinson from CR Reptiles, he's on Morph Market. I always shout him out because dude's just cool as hell. He's been doing it for years, and that's one of the things he's taught me.
Yeah, and I've been to, I was at Kai's and Charlie's 2 weeks ago, and Nathan's this past weekend, and we were all looking at animals going, what do we see? What? Right. So it's, we see XYZ, but there might be something else. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to have a bunch of people,
right. Well,
doing that together to be like,
right.
What can we ID in this animal, and what else is in there or could be in there, and if we can't see it, we can't see it. It may be there, and I've had that too. I mean, I might have Mojave and some stuff that didn't think I had Mojave in, but until I proved that out, it's
right.
it might be there.
Well, that John and Christine snake, the Triforce snake, it was sold. They sold it as black pastel Mojave, but John, right off the get go, said, "Don't be surprised if that's not mahogany." And I think it's going to prove out mahogany. So I got to kind of look at that and see what happens. But it could be black pastel still. But he told me, he was upfront about it. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and especially if it's like a weird pattern combo where you're blushing out the sides, and the side gut you might not be able to tell, like a butter lace,
right?
Yellow belly, that might be hard to visually distinguish, depending on how everything interacts. So we
Just
have
like that Xanthic clutch that came out, the leopard clown that is possible Grim that I've been saying since I got the thing, and I think I made a Grim het VPI het clown.
Well, like I said, with that one specifically, just get it shed tested and you'll know.
Well, yeah, I could shed test it.
It has to be Grim.
I can't shed test for Grim though.
Right, but you can test for. Right, let's play. Name that gene.
Yeah, name that gene. Let me go get that hatchling. Let me see if people can name that gene.
Elias, I'm gonna put you backstage because you are loading.
He's just spinning wheels.
So we'll wait till he pops up in the background, and I'll put him back in. But yeah, grab some snakes. Lost him entirely. I think he said he was driving earlier, so maybe it's a service issue.
All right, I'll be back.
So I can put myself on, and you'll probably see this for a video that I'm gonna should be posting for next Thursday. So this is the newest animal that I picked up. It's actually here. It's an Enchi yellow belly pastel clown. Picked her up from Ron at AVM Reptiles. He's great to work with. He's the same guy I got the acid pastel het clown possible hat pied from. So don't hate on pastel and clown. Just saying. But I'm really happy. Hopefully she'll put on some size, and she'll be breeding next year. But she's at 450 right now, so it's going to be close. But that's a new pickup. I also have a GHI clown male and a gravel het clown female coming from Kai next week. So they'll probably all be tagged in the same video. Oh, definitely. Here's the acid pastel het clown I got from them. You're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have awesome things. They're awesome to work with. So go check out their morph market. I'm pretty sure they still have a dreamsicle available and a couple other really nice animals. Sibling to that clown I just showed. Let's put Ken back here. I'm going to make you big if you're showing off snakes, right?
Yeah, good. You can make me big when I'm showing off snakes. But see all that graniting on the side of it?
Yeah, I'm not familiar enough with
There's
granite
nothing else granity that I have. I don't have another granity gene. And the mom is just a VPI Xanthic het lav. No,
so it's either a wonky normal het pause head.
yeah,
I got peed on.
And this is the one I'm calling a normal. That's what this one's going to be. The het paws het or double het paws het. But this thing is the same color, and it just don't have the graniting in it at all.
Like I said, wait for that one to shed. Send in the shed test. If it's het clown, then you know you get a dual sire,
Right.
and that's it could be the grow.
I mean, these are just two really cool snakes. This one's the female. I wish the granity one was the female, but I'm thinking about just holding these two back and putting them together because they just look different. Like the color of them, it's just different. It's weird.
And they all had their first sheds?
Yeah. Yep. Actually, they've shed twice already. I don't know why my snakes grow, but like I feed them once a week. Seriously, once a week is all I feed them. And these snakes are on like their 4th or 5th week, something like that. I'd have to really look to know. But week 4, week 5, and they shed. They had 5 meals and 4 meals. And
they're ready to go.
yeah, they're just. I have one,
and
one of the pieds, the black pastel pieds, isn't eaten, so I'm gonna have to freaking really. I think I'm gonna have to assist feed it. It took its first meal, then it took its second meal, and then it regurged.
Yeah, then you get
and now I don't want to eat. So that kind of sucks, but it's a male. At least it's a male, not the female. But I'm going to try to nurse him back and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think Phil makes a good point here. If you're
the guy I get rats off of, I'm telling you, it's amazing. That guy is amazing, and that's what I blame it on. I don't overfeed.
Good quality, your snakes are going to grow better.
I might feed a little big from what the chart says to feed, but I'm not like doubling the size of the rat. It might be 5 to 10 grams bigger than the chart says to feed compared to the snake. But that ain't going to matter. And none of my snakes ever been bit by a rat or messed up by a rat because I pay attention.
Yeah, you want to make sure of that if you're feeding live. But I will say I feed smalls, right?
Right.
It is more cost effective for me to grow them out to that size and feed more often than it is to grow up, let's say, like, I don't know, a medium or something like that to feed a girl like this.
No, I don't feed mediums. When they get that big, they get a small. But how much bigger do they need to get after they hit like 1,500 grams?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And she can probably take down a medium rat, no problem.
Right.
It's just the cost to grow them up.
See, I pay $2 no matter what size rat I pay for, or $2.50. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Let me go put these back.
But for me, like the cost of producing them is, I still think it's 25 cents a rat, something like that. So if you can breed your own, definitely do it. It is cost effective to a certain degree. And Stella is removed from the squeaky. Yeah, and Phil, we've discussed this. Just because it's easier to, grow up that size. And, we'll see what I do with the ASFs. Hopefully they go. I've got a 2 to 5 ratio, just for some picky eaters. So we'll see, how that works out. I know the one male is going to get beat up, but hopefully better for snakes. And yeah, I mean, a big small is a decent meal. I mean, if you're feeding every week,
right?
If you're going to grow out to, like what would be the proper size meal for, a bigger snake like I just showed. Yeah, you're going to be feeding every other week, but you're also taking the time to grow up that rodent to almost breeder size. And that's a lot of food where, in a 2-month period, you could already have that small, give or take rodent time. But yeah, I mean, quality feeders, definitely the way to go.
I mean, I've had snakes average like 100-gram growth in a month. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I've had a
crazy.
few that are like, so I am actually wiring up this rack on Tuesday when the stuff gets here because there's a bunch up here that are already too big.
Right.
So they're like in between. So we'll see. So next week's videos and whatnot stuff will be down here. Definitely the blood python has to move. He is huge for his enclosure right now. He's in that tub there, and yeah, we'll see. But I mean, it's nice that be able to expand and grow.
Maybe he'll calm down a little bit too once you get him in a bigger place with the hide.
Maybe so the issue is it's his size, right? So he can fit on both hands, and I can let him do his thing. But the second he gets feisty, he's going to launch himself off of one hand,
right?
And he's going to be on the floor or somewhere. So it's not really safe for me to handle him aside from just picking him up.
I wouldn't blame you. I don't handle the one that tries to bite me. I mean, I bought it at the Woodstock show. It's the last one that I bought, Woodstock, Maryland. Or not Woodstock, what was it? Williamsport, Maryland. That Woodstock is where the dude's from. But I don't handle her. She tries to bite me every time I mess around with her cage, cleaning it and stuff. I mean, I have to tap her on the head to get her to go into a ball, and now she's getting used to that, and she don't do that. So, you know what I mean? She's really just attentive. Like everywhere I go, she moves. She tries to eat me. She hasn't got me yet, but she's gonna. Sooner or later, she will.
Yeah. But like boas,
what are you gonna do with that?
Ball pythons are easy to read, right? I have a few that are like very food aggressive, and I just sort of grab them, and then they're fine. And, at least for the ball pythons, the boa, he's like 5 foot now, but I can still like read where he's going. The blood python is like a sausage missile.
Right.
There's no tell.
I can't even show that one off.
It's gonna look at you maybe, and then decide to go crazy. So in talking to Chris about how to handle it better, how to like tame it down, get it used to me, which is why you see me sometimes wearing gloves, because then I'm removing little element of heat.
All right.
Now rodents live over there, so I haven't had a food bite yet, but still, it might be why some of these things are a little more aggressive than normal. But yeah, it's definitely like something I'm trying to like work on, because when it gets big, it can do damage.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about like a 7 foot snake that's like that big around that can rip a fingernail off with a bite.
Might rip a finger off. I mean, heck.
I don't think it's that bad, but I mean, I've been tore up by him. All right, later,
Yes,
Phil. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
See you, Phil.
I'll see you. Am I seeing you next week? Maybe. We'll see. If not, I'll see you in Gettysburg. I don't think I'm going to Shady Maple. But yeah, I mean, you just got to work with your animals, and when you get a collection that's a bigger size, it takes more time. So probably after we're done here, I'll go, try to tame down the blood, take the boa out if he's finally out of shed. But I mean, the bigger snakes can do damage.
Oh yeah,
like a hatchling, whatever. We laugh, and it's just constantly tagging.
They still make me jump. Like every time they strike, I still jump. I don't think I'll ever not jump.
But that's the thing. Like when
twitch.
you do, your natural reaction is to pull back, right? And that's worse for both you and the animal. So it's sort of.
I get it.
How to.
I mean, I used to be scared of snakes. Like, not like deathly afraid, but I wasn't going up to mess with them. I wanted nothing to do with them until my daughter showed me these videos, and it was like, these things are cool as shit.
Yeah, I mean, to what Elias just said,
when
you can read your animal, right?
And you could read them, yes, absolutely.
Like the ball python's got a periscope coiled back, and it's like, okay, we're not doing that, or it's already flown out the tub at you, and you're like, okay, we're done. The second the boa gets feisty or the blood gets spicy, it's okay, time to go back into your enclosure. You're going to go back in on your own terms. And, Kevin McCurley from Nerd does a lot of, handling content. And yeah, I've definitely been there holding a snake over my head, twisting and turning, trying to get it to, not want to bite me. But yeah, sometimes it takes work, and sometimes your snake's a dick. For lack of a better term. Sometimes you
He's definitely a dick.
And for a ball python, it's more annoying than anything. But for your bigger animals, it becomes a concern because harm is actually, possible.
Right.
Yeah.
They could definitely mess you up.
I wanted to get here to like 5 o'clock, do like an hour. So,
You got a couple more minutes.
Yeah. I was hoping, maybe Elias or somebody else would be able to come in, but it is what it is. We're gonna hit that hour mark, and happy for Ken coming on here. Still got to get him on to do his proper interview with me.
I'll come back anytime you need me. I was the airhead that messed that one up, especially when Kent's like, "Are you available on Tuesday?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." Well, by Thursday, I guess I remembered that I was working. The day he makes the video, the second I seen the post, I'm like, "Oh, I'm working."
And what's weird? Today would have been like the best day to do it, because Penn State doesn't play today, and that's what we were trying to like work around. It's like, when is my live when Penn State's not playing?
Well, as long as they play at noon, I mean.
Yeah, and that's where we did it.
I think
it was the Illinois game that was on. It's like, you can't make it. It's like, okay, great. But it is what it is. It happens. Life happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to get my car out of the shop, and
yeah.
all I had to do.
You got to do what you got to do. I missed the past 2 weeks because I was at various parties. Could I have gone live from Nathan's last week? Sure. Yeah. Probably would have been cool. We see Danny getting made fun of by like a 5-year-old or however old Chris's daughter is now. But that was fun. But I'm not going to take away from an experience like that. Like, oh, hey, cool. No, we're going to enjoy it.
You want to enjoy it. You don't want to be sitting there recording it.
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Like, if I was at Tinley today, sure, I'd probably do like a live walkthrough, maybe. But oh, hey guys, doing the actual live on the show, from there, I might do something like a walkthrough or something like that.
I mean, believe it or not, I'm like kind of shocked. Like, I don't know. I feel like an idiot if I was walking around one of them things with a camera. You know what I mean? Like,
I would like a selfie stick.
Like I would feel like a freaking idiot. I'm 45 years old. What 45-year-old man see you walking around with a selfie stick recording himself? I just don't do that.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people, at Tinley right now doing that.
Probably. You're probably right.
But if I'm at Tinley, I want to enjoy myself. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't go, even though Antoine had asked me, hey, you have somebody you want to grapple?
I'll grapple with you. I'll let you kick my ass because you'll probably do it. I mean, I'm a little quick. I might be able to stay away from you for the first 30 seconds, but after that, I'll probably duck shit.
But initially, it was like, oh, wait, we have to be weight classes. I'm like, I'm not cutting weight and getting, back into shape to do this. If I'm going to I'm going to enjoy myself. As Jeremy Warfel mentioned yesterday, that I'll probably be the guy there with, the hard hat on with like 2 beers in there and a belt full of beers. If I can bring them in. And yeah, if I go to Tinley, I'm going to enjoy myself because it's an experience. I'm not there to vent. I'm there to network. It's
well, like, maybe if I get you like too drunk the night before, I'd have a chance.
So I was messing with people. Apparently, there's a bunch of bearded white guys that look like me, and some people had to do a double take yesterday during live. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be a great story if I actually managed to like stay up all night Thursday and then fly to Chicago Friday morning. Right. And yeah, that was me. But it wasn't. I was definitely sitting outside and enjoying a cigar most of yesterday. but I will make it to Tenley at some point.
You smoke cigars?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna. If it's not raining, I'm probably gonna go enjoy a little nightcap.
My friend that I do some stuff for, he owns 2 cigar shops up here in State College. So, if you've been probably to State College. Your Cigar Den. I don't know if you've heard of them. It's on Calder Way.
I haven't been to State College since I went up there for a visit years ago, when they played Northwestern and Jay Alford was still on the team. So it's been a minute since I've been to State College.
I don't know. I think he was owned by the prior guy. It's been there a while. The cigar shop's been there a while in State College. But I think that's what Tony changed it. It was the cigar shop, but he changed it to Your Cigar Shop.
Okay. Yeah, we got Cigars International, a couple places.
Your Cigar Den. That's what it is. Your Cigar Den.
There's one by the Cabela's by Hamburg. That usually when we're out there at that reptile show, we'll go to Cabela's and that place.
Okay.
And we don't bring the snakes we bought in with us, obviously. But that's another fun trip that I might do. I mean, I go to Cabela's anyway, so
Cabela's is cool. I've been there quite a few times.
I just made the excuse to go to the cigar store there because they also have beer. So it's like a bar and a cigar shop, so it's kind of cool.
Well, what's cool about
on Saturday, there's football on, so we'll chill with our snakes, guns and ammo.
Well, he rents lockers in his cigar den, so people could bring in their own bottles of liquor, and people will bring in their fancy brandies, and because these guys, they're richer people, you know what I mean? Their bottles of Johnny Walker, Black Label, or whatever, and put them in these lockers. I mean, Penn State professors are down there, on their lunch break, sipping on a, I know 2 of them that do it. I shouldn't say it, but I mean, I'll never rat them out and tell you who they are, but I mean, it's not like they're sitting there getting sloshed, but they have a little bit of whiskey with their lunch and cigar.
It's like Mad Men.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, really? You gotta go out? Well,
I guess the dog's telling you, hey, you've been on here enough.
We're done.
It's your hour. Your hour's up, asshole.
Or she's mad I took the squeaky, but either way, we'll end it there. Thanks to everybody that tuned in.
Heck yeah.
On for still coming on a day where he had plans that got sprung on him. I hope he has a great time tonight. Ken, thank you for coming on for the
no problem, bud. No problem.
The show. Everybody else go watch football if you're at Tinley or whatever. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And I have no clue who I have on next week. I'll figure something out. But I will be on for a pre-record on Tuesday morning with Ball Things Considered, episode 4 or whatever the hell it is. I think that's going to be more of a vlog where I'm just ranting and talking about what's going on. And I should have a video for Thursday that comes out, and then obviously next week we shedding your skin. Hopefully I can get a guest. If not, it'll be me and a panel. We'll see. At least I'll have more time other than a couple hours to sort of get some guests on. It was sort of what it was like 3 hours, something like that. Hey, you want to come on? And thank you, Ken.
I try to schedule my shows at least a month and a half in advance. I mean, it gets to be a pain in the ass sometimes.
And now we're here, and it's like, man. But anyway, thanks to everybody that tuned in. If it's not raining, I'm going to go outside and enjoy a cigar and a beer. Enjoy your football. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Peace out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.